Hello everyone, Michael Vick from Port St. Lucie, Florida, and current student in the Dan Patrick School of Sportscasting here at Full Sail University. You know, as I reflect on yet another month, and more specifically the work that I've done in research and media communications, I have to say that I'm really pleased with the material that we were presented. There's no question that in order to develop myself into the best sportscaster and storyteller that I can, I'm going to have to conduct a lot of research. So going in, I had the mindset and attitude of a willing learner. A sponge, if you will. Attitude and behavior dictate so much of how we do everything in life, so I didn't want to simply go through the motions of this course. I wanted to learn and develop more future skill sets, and being a good researcher is certainly one of those. As I worked on several of these projects, I realized that I wanted to inquire more about the history and the careers of certain sportscasters in the industry, and later in the course, the art of interviewing. I was introduced to a respected resource for gathering great information called EBSCOhost. This was a database where I was able to find a treasure trove of primary and secondary resources, literally hundreds of great articles. And instead of simply bookmarking these articles, I was able to save all of them into a well-organized folder within another new resource I was introduced to called Evernote. I found the browser extension to be particularly helpful because everything was then at my fingertips with a click of a button in a very user-friendly fashion. Secondly, I really found the Linda workshop on SEO to be really helpful. Yes, it's very technical and some might view it as overwhelming, but as we all look to build our personal and professional brands, utilizing the online space in a very crowded and competitive market is going to come down to who's getting in front of the most people, or if you're in the e-commerce space, getting in front of the money. Learning how to create traffic to your website is critical and is the lifeblood of a truly dynamic business model because the entire world is literally at your disposal. If I had more time to work on any of these projects, it probably would have been Remy's Bayou Burger social media strategy presentation. Though I was happy with the overall effort and level of research content that I put into it, there's always more that can be done on the production side so that the presentation is as engaging and visually effective as possible. I'll basically wrap this up by putting a bow on my opening statements. Learning how to be a good researcher will help me when it comes to the art of storytelling as I go down my sportscasting career path. It's important to have quality, accurate, and engaging content. My job is to paint a vivid and evocative picture of whatever story I'm telling. In order to do that, I'm going to need to have layers of content organized and structured in a way that helps me to tell a complete and articulate narrative. And even though I still obviously have to deliver on the flair and charisma, the more ammo that I have to do that, the better position I put myself in. As always, I really enjoyed the interaction with the students in this course for the entire month, and a big thanks to our instructor Shannon for the guidance and feedback she gave throughout the 4 weeks together. Take care everyone, and best of luck going forward.